Hello, it's Tuesday the 12th of August 2014. Well, on Sunday we had our fantastic karaoke competition at the Cherry Tree, where I do karaoke and a quiz night. It's like a karaoke cum quiz night every Sunday between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. every Sunday at the Cherry Tree, which is in East Dulwich in London, just like 30 seconds walk away from East Dulwich train station. What a just amazing night. After I'd got there, because I got stuck in traffic, didn't I? Now, very, very, very rare am I ever late for a job. If I'm late for a job, then the people, whoever I'm working for at the time, know there's something wrong. And in this case, it was this cyclist race going on in London. You know, so they closed off all the, not one bridge, all the bridges along this route. You could not move, and I got stuck in this traffic round about 6 o'clock. Because it was about, well, I think it was probably about 5:30 I got stuck in this traffic. Because I do tend to get to, oh, here comes the cat. Come on, girl. The cat's making an appearance today. Coming up here. Have you had your ice cream? There you are, you naughty girl. Come here. There she is. Katie the cat lives on, don't you, darling? Do you want to say hello? Say hello. Say hello. Right, you just sit on the lap then. There we are. So I got caught in this traffic round about 5:30, and nothing was moving. And I mean nothing was moving. Eventually I turned off the engine and it remained off for about 45 minutes. And then just suddenly it started moving, and I was quite close to where I needed to get across. So moved across there quickly and eventually got to work, and I think we started about half an hour late on Sunday. But usually on a Sunday it's between 7 p.m. and 11 p.m. for the karaoke there. Do come and join us. And I made a little montage of the entrance to the karaoke competition, not necessarily in this order. Ellen, Laura, Evita, Sky, Annabelle, Tony and Simon. Jamie was supposed to be in it as well, but he's gone back home to Cornwall. Oh, dude, Jamie. My God, I hope you didn't get rained out. Did you get flooded out down there? Do be careful of all that water in Cornwall. So have a little look of this montage of our singers at the karaoke final on Sunday. And utterly wonderful, all of them. And here, out of that lot, who do you think won? I could take bets now, because you won't know, will you? Who would won? Who's got 50p on there, £1.50 on there, £20 on there, yes sir, how much do you want? £55 on that one? You want to know who won? Here's the winner. Let me tell you, she was so thrilled, so totally thrilled to have won. She was telling me afterwards that she's never won anything. So well done to Tony for winning that karaoke competition. I'm so pleased for you, darling. Really, really pleased. And the winner was selected by audience clapping, you know, applause, and judges' decision as well. When I'm doing a karaoke competition, I always make it quite clear to whoever's employing me at the time that I will have nothing whatsoever to do with the judging. You cannot have the host be a judge as well. I mean, you really can't do that, so I always make that quite clear, and indeed that happens. So if you'd like to join us on a Sunday at the Cherry Tree in East Dulwich, 7 p.m. till 11 p.m. for karaoke and quiz night every Sunday, all right? Just a couple of emails here, boys and girls. Oh, I'll tell you what, there were two lads in there as well, George and Tom, who fancied a little sing-song after the competition. Here they are. Thank you, chaps. George is the one with the black hair, the tall one, and his hair doesn't move. He's got so much hairspray on that. I don't know if his girlfriend is spraying it on to, or doing his hair for him. He's got so much hairspray on that hair, it just does not move, does it, George? Dear, dear me. Thank you very much for your emails about the parking ticket business. Wendy went on my Facebook and said I was looking very well. Thank you, Wendy. Various drugs keep me alive. They really do. Thank you, Wendy. Joyce says, I'm really cynical because we were talking on Saturday's show about cancer and various health systems and the fact that the NHS won't pay £90,000 for this new treatment. And Joyce says, some of the treatments here are $9,000. This is the USA healthcare. $9,000 a pill, which is unreal. And Mary says, I agree with everything that Joyce says. I absolutely hate our health system here in the USA. Our drug companies and the doctors who hand you pills if you sneeze. They all feed off one another and it's all about the money. 2 words, stay healthy. I think you're right, Mary. A lot of it is just about the money, isn't it? Brandon writes, it's nice to hear Joyce's comments being read out. I think healthcare is a big money spinner myself, and some doctors and nurses now, along with other healthcare professionals, don't really care about the patient but just the money. On the subject of money, and then unfortunately I don't know why the rest of it didn't print off. Sorry, Brandon, I've cut you short there, didn't I? Mary also says, here's a story for you about the parking ticket fiasco, which I have now paid, boys and girls. Sorry to tell you, I've paid the parking ticket. Here's a story for you, and if you're wondering what the parking ticket story is, just go to the main United Kingdom Talk website, unitedkingdomtalk.co.uk. On the top there, just click on the videos section and look for Saturday's shows. That's Saturday the 9th of August 2014. It's right at the beginning of the show, okay? The parking ticket fiasco, and of course, yesterday's video. Mary says, here's a story for you. Joyce, Deanna and I were on our way to Atlantic City to see Barry Manilow. Well, who else? Who else? And we had to throw some coins in a pay toll. Well, I got the ticket the following week with a picture of my licence plate saying we never paid and I owed a fine. I wrote a nice little note on the ticket and said I will not pay it because we already did. Never heard from them again. Well done, Mary. Well done, Mary. Joyce says it's a good thing they didn't make you pay. You could have fought them on that one for sure. Yet don't take on the Manilow girls. I'm telling you that, lads. Okay? Whoever you are, never, ever take on the Manilow girls. You will not win. You will not win. Okay? Mary says, I was so mad there was no way I was paying them. They are crooked. They do that kind of thing all the time. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. And Carl Waring says, please leave your little bits out of it. I don't know what you're talking about, Carl. Carl watches the show about 10 times and pulls it apart, letter by letter. He, what's the word? He analyses, he over-analyses things, don't you, Carl? And Mary says they're all crooked. Absolutely. Now, Marge, on the other hand, takes a different perspective on this and says, hi there, Chris. Now, it's too late to do this now, of course, because I've paid it. But she says, why not send a very nice letter along with your money to pay the ticket, explaining your 11 years of parking and not noticing the change? Maybe the kindness of their heart, they will be lenient with you and just give you a warning. If you prove that you did park there over 11 years, it may help, but I know that's a lot of work. I do not think the law goes round trying to rob people. However, it's supposed to keep people safe, and they do work for us. I completely disagree. I completely disagree. I think the police are there to protect us. But police are not the same as these parking people. Okay? This would have been a little man sitting in an office full of TV screens and a joystick, taking pictures of cars that he has decided are breaking the law. Okay? That's how you get the ticket. And it's just a way of making money, Marge. You don't believe what they say about it needed to do that to keep London moving. What, 10:15 at night? There is no traffic jams at night time. It is a way of making money. There are no kind people in parking ticket places. They are just desperate to get that money out of you, and they will do anything they can. And you say there, right, send the money and then write a letter. No. I mean, if you're gonna, what happened there? I got cut off then. I got cut off. Dear me. Here we are. Now, where were we? Yes, there are no kind people in Transport for London or any parking ticket agency type people. There are no kind people. They are only interested in the money. They are vile, horrible people. They will not listen. And you know, once you've sent if you're gonna challenge it, then challenge it, but never ever send the money in. You will never get that money back. Once it's gone into a council or some sort of government agency, you will never see that money again. By the way, do you like my pansies? Little thing of pansies here. You won't. You just won't, Marge. I understand where you're coming from, but I think you're being too kind. Marge says, it's starting to rain now. We can always die from anything. The earth made us and wants us back into it. So no matter what disease or whatever gets you. What are you talking about now? Oh, the Ebola virus, sorry. The conspiracy people, she's talking about Ebola, would say the virus was manufactured or something. The Earth's population is so massive now, and maybe they're making big bucks off the virus. Could be, like cancer, won't be cured until it doesn't make good money, keeping people sick. I think you're probably right, Marge. I think you're probably right. And Marge did send in one more letter, because I wrote back to her telling her that I'd paid, and I told her there was no point in paying, and Marge wrote back to that. I do not think a person can judge if another person is kind or not. No, we're not judging other people. We are judging organisations, Marge. We are judging parking enforcement agencies. They're not real people. They're just an organisation who've got this rule book, and you can't default from it. There are no kind people there. There are no kind people in these places. I feel, Marge says, I feel they are doing their job. Perhaps it's how your laws work there. I do know I got out of a ticket once by explaining my situation. It doesn't work all the time, but to get kindness sometimes it takes giving it. I suppose I don't see the law as wanting our money, but here to protect and serve us. Well, I don't know what planet you're on, Marge. I really don't. A lot of the fines are due to wanting the money. It's nothing to do with how bad someone is. If that were the case, how is it that so many of these huge organisations with loads and loads of money, like banks and people like that, they get away with murder? Because they're paying them off. That's why they're paying the money. Perhaps being more observant is our responsibility as well. Oh yeah, right. What, so I should check that sign every single time that I park there? Well, I will now. But that shouldn't have to be the case. Why wasn't there a big warning sign saying the rules of this particular parking bay have changed? It can be both ways. Just may seem like weakness to ask, I suppose. I think if one person says, I didn't see the stop sign, you have to multiply that. But millions of people saying, I didn't see the stop sign, so in regards, that would be many collisions. Yes, there would have been a lot of people fined parking in that bay. I tell you that now, Marge. A lot of people. Because there are 9 bays there. And this would be over a period of time. They've made a fortune out of that. Anyway, I've paid my fine, written a line under it, so that's here. As always, Marge, thank you very much for your email, my darling. That's all today. Have a lovely day. I better go inside quickly. It's going to get a bit wet in a moment. Ta-ta. Oh, one more look at my pansies.